I'm going to be replacing my front driver's side shock. This is my 2003 Ford F150. Got my truck jacked up on jack stands. I got the wheels chalked. Got the tire off already, and this is what I'm looking at. Okay, so basically, to get this thing off, there's a top nut here. First there's a plastic piece that holds a wire. All this is a little plastic thing that screws in and it holds this wire out of the way. So gotta get that off, gotta get this nut off. And then down below, I don't know how well I can show you guys this, but down below, around here somewhere, there's two bolts here I gotta take off. So get that off, that nut and two bolts. Okay, I'm gonna get started. That bolt up there is a 3/4 or 19 millimeter. And the ones down here are a 1/2 inch or about a 13 millimeter, either one. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. It's kind of, my camera's acting kind of weird, but here are those 1/2 inch bolts or 13 millimeter, either one. They usually will work. But I'm going to take these two nuts off here. These aren't really that tight. Okay, got one nut off. You get one more nut off. Pull on that. Okay, got the second nut off. Got these two nuts off. Now I'm going to get the top bolt off and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, here I got there's a wire and a plastic piece. Just going to turn that out. To get this off, you just want to get a little pry bar or a screwdriver or something and just get underneath here. Pull that out. Then that releases the wire. And now you can unscrew the top. Now you just unscrew this. That should come out. Hitting something? Oh, yeah. Well, got it out. This one's got a little bracket in the way. You kind of bend it a little bit. All right. Now to get this nut off here, I'm going to use a ratchet wrench, 3/4 ratchet, or you probably use a 19 millimeter, either one. But I got a 3/4, so and it fits. Well, so much for the ratchet. There's a little bracket. This bracket's in the way. This little metal bracket, and I don't want to take that off, so I'm just going to use a regular wrench, open in. And it's spinning. So nothing's ever easy. Try to hold that and take this off. Yeah, there she goes. It's freaking on there pretty tight. Just takes longer with the stupid having to do it without a ratchet. Now I can get my ratchet in, hopefully, and make this go a lot faster. Alright, let's spray this little bastard down. And I'm going to try to use an adjustable wrench to hold this thing, and hopefully it'll go up against that bracket there and hold it tight. Tired of holding it with pliers. Okay, let's see if this will work. Alright. Now I got my, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I used a adjustable wrench to slip on this part, and I got it up against this bracket, so when I turn this I shouldn't have to hold anything. Hopefully make it easier. And it is. Having to fight this thing, it's like I got a short wrench and that thing's on there good, not wanting to come out, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just giving myself a little breaker bar. Make this, I'm trying to pull this, it's kind of hard, so I'm going to get myself a longer lever. Just kind of hold this. Look at that. That thing was on there so bad that I snapped the full top. That sucks. Look at that. Look at that. I snapped the piece that you're supposed to hold to get it off. Oh well. Alright, new plan. I'm going to try to hold this part here with some pliers. Hopefully. I don't know if it'll work or not. I'd be back in business, but gotta use this because I don't have enough leverage. This is ridiculous. this is what I had to do. I had to, as you can see, originally that bolt was so freaking tight that I was like having trouble turning it with pulling it. So, and I had to hold that. You can see how mangled that shock is. I had to hold it with pliers to keep it from spinning, but I couldn't hold my hand here tight enough and use one hand to pull that, because I had to get an extension so I can break that thing free. So I went like this, and I was having to use both of my hands up here so that I could pull that. So that's why I did that. I put my pliers in, got as tight as I could, got a C-clamp to hold the pliers, and made the pliers go up against that A-arm so it wouldn't turn. It's just a mess, but I finally got this thing almost out, and that was a long ass bolt. But now I got it loose enough to where I can do the remainder of this with one hand, hopefully. But that's what I had to rig up. Really, it would have been better to use like a ratchet or something, but there's a bracket. There's a bracket up here right above where the bolt was. You couldn't get anything in there. But anyway, almost out. Got it out. Jeez, what a pain. Well, I got the nut off, so pull the washer off. That's what that looks like. Just a little washer. There's a rubber grommet. Pop the rubber grommet off. Oh, this thing should pop out the bottom. And just get a pry bar. There we go. Got it. Alright, she popped out. Okay. As high as that jack will go. Hopefully I can pull it out the bottom now. And I could. Okay, got my new shock. When you're installing this, it's a good idea to leave this thing on and keep it compressed. It makes it a little easier. New kit comes with 2 new bushings, 2 washers, and a new nut. So I'm going to slide this washer on. Slide a bushing on. Okay, right now it's ready to go inside there, so you're just going to slip the shock up into place and use the 2 nuts on the bottom to hold it in place. And when you get these 2 nuts on, you can slip this over the top. This will be inside the frame, so there'll be washer, grommet, metal frame, this grommet facing down. It's going to go in like that. And you notice there's a little indent here, and the little circles should fit right in the frame. And then you stick this on and put the nut on, and then you tighten it down. So I'm going to leave this off and Pull this off. Now it's ready to go in. Alright. I'm going to try to slip this shock in. You just angle it up this way and hopefully get it in. Sometimes you gotta fight with it a little bit. I'm going to jack this A-arm up a little bit, give me a little more room. There we go, she's in now. Okay. Alright. Oh. Now you're just going to try to slip this thing in. Hopefully. Go all the way up through the top bracket. Yeah. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but you see how this is this piece is angled and this is angled. You want to make sure you're putting it in right, so this has got to angle this way. This has to come down some. That'll be good. Okay. Hey. Now you see how this angle matches now. Lines up. If it was in the other way, the angle wouldn't work. So just get these bolts started. A little crusty. This one already has the bolt in the. All right. Now you just tighten these down and find my ratchet. That'll be pretty tight. I mean, you don't want to pull these bolts too tight. They're little bolts. They're easy to snap. Snap lots of them. I don't mean to, but just nice and snug. That'll be good. Okay. Got the top of the shock sticking through here. Got the washer in and the grommet. Now I'm going to slip the other grommet in and washer and nut on top. So when you put this in, you want this part to face down. That part should sit in the frame. And it does. You may have to move it around a little bit, but like that. Now the bolt. Hoping this sucker won't spin. Hope it'll go on easy. be tight enough. Now I'm going to put this back on, hopefully. Gotta spin it on. Alright, and you slip this little piece back on and close it down, and you're done.